What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to our Chicago Blackhawks franchise mode. We are going into year number 3 as the losers of the losers of the Stanley Cup championship for the Western Conference. We lost to the New York Rangers in 5 games, and they were close games, 3-2 wins, but I think we could have gone a little better. I think our team could have beaten the New York Rangers. Yes, I think the Rangers were the better team, but we beat ourselves every time we watched the simulation. Like, we allowed power play goals for them all the time. We had a shit ton of penalties. Every time we had a power play ourselves, for whatever reason, they would score right after the power play. So maybe our defense was caught sleeping on the guy on the box constantly. Maybe we were a little too aggressive, a little too jumpy. But 2 seasons into Connor Bedard's career, he's got a Western Conference championship and now a Stanley Cup championship under his belt, both winding up in losses. He is 1-1 now in the Western Conference Championship, though. But nonetheless, the young kid's career is doing mighty fine things. Awards for the past season or this past season are just going to look like the following. Stanley Cup champions, New York Rangers. President's Trophy went to the Colorado Avalanche. The Clarence S. Campbell Bowl goes to us for winning the Western Conference. And then the Prince of Wales was the New York Rangers. Going to individual awards, we got Nikita Kucherov with the Art Ross. Hart Memorial goes to Nathan MacKinnon. Nathan MacKinnon also walks away today with the Ted Lindsay Award. Maurice Richard reward goes to Alexander Ovechkin with 57 goals. I probably should have said the stats for Nikita Kucherov as well. So Nikita Kucherov had 55 goals and 52 assists for 107 points this year. So a little less than Artemi Panarin did last year with 117, 10 points less than last season. When we go to the James Norris, Cale Makar wins it for the second straight year. 15 goals, 72 assists for 87 points. He actually had a big digression from year 1 to number 2. Last season, he had 101 points. This year, dropping down to 87. I'm not sure if that was because of an injury, but still, even with the big point decrease, he still wins the award twice in a row. Lady Byng goes to Montreal Canadiens' Nick Suzuki. The Calder Memorial goes to, I believe it was Sam Farrell. He was a 3rd or 4th round pick back in 2023. He wound up getting 16 goals, 33 assists for 49 points. Vezina, oh no, the Vezina goes to Spencer Knight as well as the William M. Jennings. So I told you, best goaltender this season statistically, we had him. I'm hoping winning both of these awards actually boosts him from medium elite to either high elite or low franchise goaltender. I think Spencer Knight could be our franchise goaltender. I don't want to replace him, but we will probably be drafting more goaltending prospects as this season goes around, especially since the medium elite goaltender that we draft is like 49 or 59 overall, and then the Russian goaltender that we thought was going to be like high starter or medium starter, maybe even low elite. He wound up being just a fringe starting goaltender. Sucks for us. They are still getting tons of shutouts even this season, but still not the potential we're looking for. So if Knight doesn't work out or doesn't win us a championship, still got to look for that future here over in Chicago. Bill Masterton goes to N. Mikola. Don't know who that is. Congratulations to him, though, for the second year in a row. The Calgary Flames head coach, I think it's Will Lorentz, wins the Jack Adams Award. So Calgary Flames back-to-back head coaches of the year awards, but nothing to really show for it. They got a round 1 exit this year and a round 1 exit last year. Yeah, last year they came in as the 6th seed. This year is the 7th seed. They actually took a step back. I don't know why this dude made head coach. Maybe the Calgary Flames roster is really shit. The Frank J. Selke goes to Anze Kopitar. So that is the individual awards for the NHL. Going to the AHL, did we win any? We won Sam Pollock. All right. And the McGregor Kilpatrick Award, and the Norman R. Budd Poll. Okay, so we won 3 team trophies this season. Individually, nothing. Nothing individually. All right. So let's get to the retirements of the offseason. What do we got? Oh, shit, the cow. Okay. My bad. We got to get to the lottery. Forgot we didn't do this last episode. So going to the lottery, we'll start from the bottom. Staying 16 and picking 16 will be the Nashville Predators. They got this pick from the Tampa Bay Lightning. Really? So the Lightning missed the playoffs this season? I didn't even notice that they did. Wow, the Tampa Bay Lightning missed. That's a big team to miss. All right, picking number 15 will be the Columbus Blue Jackets, and they're staying 15. Picking number 14 and staying 14 will be the St. Louis Blues. Picking 13 and staying 13 will be the Winnipeg Jets. Picking 12 and staying 12 will be the Washington Capitals. Picking 11 and staying 11 will be the Arizona Coyotes. Picking 10 and staying 10 will be the Montreal Canadiens. Picking 9 and staying 9 will be the Carolina Hurricanes. So the Hurricanes missed too. Okay, damn. Picking 9. We already did 9. My bad. Picking 8 will be the New York Islanders, falling back from 7 to 8. So the Anaheim Ducks have been one of the teams selected to win the lottery. So they'll be moving to number 1, 2, or 3. Picking number 7 will be the Dallas Stars. They're going from 6 to 7. Picking number 6 will be the San Jose Sharks. They're going from 5 to 6. Picking number 5 will be the Detroit Red Wings, moving from 3 to 5. All right, so the Los Angeles Kings have been promoted from 4th. So far we have the LA Kings and Anaheim Ducks jumping into the top 3 seeding. Picking 4 will be the Seattle Kraken. They're moving from 2 to 4. That sucks for them. And now, here we go. Final 3 picks. Picking number 3 will be the Philadelphia Flyers, moving from 1 to 3. I forget, last season, did they jump from 1 to 3? I mean, did they jump in the standings? I think they won the draft lottery last season, if I'm not mistaken. So they won the lottery last season and then was the worst team in the league. Yikes, that sucks for them. That sucks. And they missed out on the lottery this season. Damn, that's 2 years in a row though that a team's fallen from 1 to 3. I know that from a fact. So picking number 1 overall between the Los Angeles Kings and the Anaheim Ducks. Who is it going to be? The 8th seed or the 8th worst team or the 4th worst team? Picking number 1 overall will be the Los Angeles Kings. All right, moving from 4 to 1. The LA Kings do, leaving the Anaheim Ducks moving from number 8 to number 2. So they had a bigger jump than the Kings, and they're going to get a much better prospect. Going from 8 to 2, they're moving up 6 spots, while the Kings are only moving up 3. So not too bad of a day for the Ducks. I think the Ducks will take it. I think they would have been much happy with the number 1 overall pick, but still they're going to wind up getting some kind of top prospect. So we passed both of our owner goals this year for suites and home playoff wins. So let's mark an update here on our calendar or on my sheet. So there we go with the extra income that we just got. Can we renovate anything? Do we have enough money to renovate? I'm trying to get this building in tip-top shape for next season. Doesn't look like we have anything we can really do here, so we'll put it all back into advertising. Our advertising budget is pretty much maxed out already too. Oh wow, we had extra income there too. All right, so 200. We got any takers? Concessions can be upgraded or repaired. We'll do it. Repair concessions, and then all we'll have is club seating. And I guess we gotta fix you guys up to begin next season as well. Not bad, not bad. Not bad. Put the other like 60K into advertising. That's pretty much the remainder of our budget. It's like 6K for until next season. Hopefully we bought enough. So going to the retirement screen, what do we got? Oh, we got to view the draft class first. So the number 1 overall pick, not a consensus. Nah, I'm definitely saying that wrong. So our scout is saying that they're supposed to be going number 1. The central scout says they're supposed to be going number 1, but their previous ranking was number 2. So the number 1 and number 2 picks are not. They're not for sure. So we got Duke Hugan from the USA East against Henry Davis from the USA Central. So we have a left defenseman, a defensive defenseman with no weaknesses, plays similar to Mark-Edward Vlasic. He has a shoot pinch, so he's a defensive defenseman who's very aggressive. Puck skills and defense needs improvement. Yeah, if he's a fucking shoot pinch defenseman, I'm surprised he's a defensive defenseman. His defense is B, that's his worst quality. Maybe he's like an offensive defensive defenseman, so that would be a two-way defenseman. I don't know what's going on with this dude, but 67 games, 14 goals, 45 assists with a plus-minus of 14. Average time on ice was 25 minutes, 14 seconds. Duke Hugan of the USA East, who's now the number 1 overall consensus pick. Oh yeah, 6'1", 190. To Duke Hugans, who's 5'9", 178. So 68 games played, 43 goals, 63 assists, -4. So he doesn't have the size, but seems to be putting in plenty of goals. So his strengths are goal scoring, magic hands, and skating. This dude is a true offensive player. He's medium elite, similar to Bobby Hall, and he's NHL ready. He's balance, shoot, balance, crash the net. Ooh, he's supposed to have make it snappy and relentless shock and awe. This dude's not supposed to have an X factor. Wow, Robert McQueen's supposed to have more superstar abilities than him. WHL, 72 points, 72 games played, 47 goals, 68 assists, and a +3. Yeah, these top players, like the top 4, top 5, nasty. Fucking nasty, the top 5 is. We got any gems? We don't have any gems, but we got 3 busts. The players I pinned, yeah, they didn't get scouted fast enough. Peyton Gallett, supposed to be 1 year ETA. He's a low starter. I wonder if that means he might get promoted to a leader franchise. A+ reflexes, A+ puck control, and A- athletics. No weaknesses. Above 900 save percentage in the National League. 30 games played, 16 wins, 16, 11, and 2. Like, the National League is a tough league. B for competitive strength. And he's not supposed to be going in the first round. I might just take a shot at Peyton Gallant. Let him play in the AHL for us this year. And then there's also Gabriel Dangle. He's supposed to have a 2-year ETA, but he's 6'4", 222, 18 years of age. He's medium elite. This is the top goaltending prospect available for us, and we do have 2 first-round picks this year. This dude might fall to our our first-round pick. 2-year ETA, 68 games, went 39, 20, and 2 with 7 shutouts in his first year. It's nice. All right, so retirements. This is going to be the big day for us. Who is gone from our roster? We had a lot of veterans, a lot of older players. Who's gone? So Milan Lucic calls it a career. Wayne Simmons, Artemi Anisimov. Oh, wow, not a lot of retirements again this year. Milan Lucic, Wayne Simmons, Anisimov, Brandon Smith, Pierre-Edouard Bellemare, and Demers. Yeah, not a lot of big-name players are gone. Who's retiring from a team? So 3 retirements for players that are actually in the league. Pierre-Edouard Bellemare retiring at 40, Brad Hunt retiring at 39, and Brandon Smith retiring at 36. So another year, another small retirement class for this NHL. Goaltending retirements, we got Alex Stalock and Andreas Lindbach. Both of them, neither of them made it to 200 games played. Both of them played over 100 games in the NHL, though. Alex Stalock, 11 shutouts, drafted in the 4th round. Lindbach was drafted in the 7th. So, again, not a lot of retirements anywhere. Coaching retirements. Timothy Segault is retiring. Who was that for us? Timothy Segault. Huh? Oh, okay, so he must have been a scout. No, it says he's a coach. Chicago Wolves, we don't have him. Yeah, I don't know who that dude is, but he is not on our coaching staff. Interesting. So I guess we're not getting any coaching retirements this season. Let's go to our interviews for our for the draft this year. So who do we want to learn more about? Peyton, we know pretty much everything we need to. We know everything about you. I don't think we're going to get your pick. Zach Eichel. A+ league in the Swedish Hockey League. Seems might be a grinder. Yeah, he'll be at our pick for sure. Fuck, I probably should have. So, didn't mean to go there. Don't want to discuss your personality, buddy. So let's talk about your play style. Are you actually like a grinder? Are you actually a grinder, Zach Eichel? Zach Eichel? No, he's a power forward. How long do you think it would take you to be NHL? 3 years? 4 years. Ooh, yeah, I don't know about this. I don't know about this, buddy. What's your biggest weakness? His defense is his biggest weakness. Yikes. 4 years. We're looking for guys who are going to help our team right now. Yeah, and in the first round, I don't want someone who's going to be taking 4 years on me, buddy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Got any big boys? Any big boys supposed to be here? 6'6", Bronson Ride from the OHL. He plays left and right, -6. He was a +21 with Niagara last year. Pretty much the exact same amount of points. Not going to say if he got into any fights or anything. 1 shorthanded point, 1 power play point this year. Supposed to be a later guy. Let's talk to him. Yo, what's up, Bronson? You're probably 5 years away, aren't you? What kind of play style you got, buddy? Stay-at-home defenseman, so a defensive defenseman. 5-year ETA. 3 years. 3 years. We might have just found ourselves a 6'6" stud. A 6'6" stud. What's your biggest weakness? Better not say defense. I've been told I need to use my head more while I'm out there on the ice. Okay, so he doesn't have the greatest awareness, maybe? Think that's what that means? His senses, yeah, pretty much his awareness is what's weak on him. But 3-year ETA. 3 years. I mean, he is 20, so he'd be 23, but that's not bad for a really late round pick. Matthew Guard might be a 7th rounder for us. 6'6". This 6'5". No, still at 6'6", so that's the bottom of 6'6". Left wing, 6'6", from the OHL, Kieran Walton. What you got for us, Walton? 19 years of age. Let's talk about your play style, readiness, and then a weakness, buddy. He's a power forward. Seems like most really tall dudes are power forwards. 4-year ETA, so he's expected to be ready by 23 years of age. So he won't be an immediate help, but again, we're in the later rounds, so I've been told his senses. So a lot of these dudes at the bottom, their things, their senses, huh? Might take some flyers on these two. Might take some flyers on these big boys. Yeah, we don't got any more guys we can interview. So let's get on into the draft. Edit our trading block. What do we got? Fleury. I think we're going to keep Fleury as our backup goaltender for one more year. Bedard. That would be funny. Put Bedard on our fucking trading block. No. I like Patty Kane. Who do we got? Eric Stahl. We need guys who actually have years left on them. I like Foligno. We might want to move on from Kaharia, but this could be his first year where he's actually, like, on the squad. We'll just put him on there for the time being. Maybe we get a good deal for him. So we got Kaharia. We'll put Marcus Foligno on there just to see. Let's see here. Tepley. We want to move on from Killington. Maybe. Like to move on from our first round pick this year. I think Tyler Johnson. And Tyler Johnson got a surplus. We do not want to get rid of our young guys. Yeah, everything but our future first round picks. Our surpluses. I don't know why it says we don't want first or seconds. Of course we want first or seconds. You guys want to trade us? Be happy to. We'll take any defense. Take any forwards. Any defense, any forwards. For this. If they match our team, we'll listen. So that's going to be our trading block. I do think I want to make some coaching changes, though, this offseason. And the reason for it is, I mean, the chemistry is good, but coaches don't like each other. So Isaac Summer and Sagan, all right, our assistant coach, our associate coach, and head coach. Both of them have low coaching chemistry with Derek Noonan. Now, Noonan is our second best head coach, and he actually has more coaching influence than both of them. So I wonder if they're just jealous of Derek Noonan. I mean, he does really good, A, teaching, A, penalty kill, A- for power play, and but I don't know, we can't have low chemistry with our coaches. We need everyone to have at least a subpar kind of relationship with them, all right? And everyone seems to love our goalie coach and Mike Schaefer. A- teaching, I was actually thinking about getting rid of him and promoting Jacob Antonovich. Issue now I'm starting to run into with the issue of replacing Schaefer for Antonovich. People like Schaefer. People like him. He's got A- teaching. I mean, that's not A+ teaching. like Antonovich. I think we might have to just do it just to try to help the team out. I mean, we're paying him a shit ton. And then AHL wise, I'm thinking about moving on from Devin Hedecan because nobody likes him. Kyle Reintz doesn't like him. Antonovich doesn't like him, though we are moving on from Antonovich to move him up to the AHL. So maybe we get rid of Reitz and keep Hedecan. I don't know. I'm going to try to figure out something with this team for the AHL and coaching staff because it needs a change. It needs a change. Something's not happening. Both teams lost in the finals this year. I don't think it can be a head coach change, so it might just be associates and assistant coaches being changed. Kind of like when teams don't fire the head coach on an NFL team, they just fire the associate coaches or the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, special teams coordinator, just trying to switch some things up. So let's jump on into the draft. And we are off. Ottawa has put Thomas Chabot on the trading block. Ivan Barbashev was on the trading block. Anthony Duclair's on the trading block. So where are our picks? It looks like the New York Islanders are trying to trade away the number 8 overall pick. We have pick number 31 and 21. So 31 and 21. What are we looking around? So I don't think Gabriel Dangle is going to fall to us, if I'm being honest with you. Trying to go from 19 down to 21. I'm just not sure if it's going to actually happen. I'm just not sure. All right, so let's take a look at the trading block, why the Kings think over the first overall pick. Ducks have Cam Fowler on the block. I mean, that's $6.5 million. Minus 15. PK. Power play. Nope. Coyotes. Top 6 power play PK for Alexander Kerfoot. But he'd fit top 6, and he's a center. We got plenty of centers. We don't need centers. Defenseman, Uyghur, Anderson, Giordano. Right, Flames always trying to sell their team. Top 4 in PK. Matt Roy. It's all defensive lines, all power play, all PK. So this dude's supposed to be like a perfect fit for us. Matt Roy. All PK and all defensive lines for sure. From him. Matt Roy, we're still unsure about. Get the Stahl brothers together. Jordan Stahl, 4th line. What's he supposed to play? He's supposed to be playing on the 2nd line. Get all 3 Stahls on the same team. I mean, Mark Stahl's not... I don't want to sign those guys. We could, though. Get all 3 brothers on the team for 1 year. Josh Bailey's a top 6 winger. The issue is they don't fit on the power play or PK. Colorado, no. Sean Curley, power play PK 4th line. Jonathan Drouin, nothing. Top 6 in power play for Kapanen, Kasperi Kapanen. And the number 1 overall pick will be the 5'9" left winger from the USA East, Duke Hoogan. All right, so congratulations to him for going number 1 overall. Seems that the Kings are going to choose offense over defense this year. Oh, didn't mean to click on the draft class. All right, so back to the trading block. Kasperi Kapanen was interesting. Where is he? Was he on the Stars or the Red Wings? Red Wings. So Kapanen's interesting. Jake DeBrusk. 5-year contract. Doesn't fit anywhere. Top 6 in PK. Craig Smith, nope. Joel Eriksson Ek. Center, first line PK, nope. Svechnikov is fourth line in PK. We don't really need a defenseman. I mean, fourth liner like that. Montreal, PK. Top 6 power play PK for Sean Monahan. Be our second line center. He's minus 24 this year with 49. It's a point every other game kind of center. Josh Anderson, nothing. So Sean Monahan from Montreal might be something. And there's nothing here that's standing out to me quite yet. Thomas Chabot, top 2 in PK. I mean, we could just go and grab this dude. Minus 6, 35 points in 67 games played. He's high overall defenseman. Forward line 2 in PK for Tarasenko. No. Ottawa might be it. Joe Fabry. Top 6 in PK, Brandon Shen. Braden Shen, plus 27, 55 points. Brandon Saad again. I think we got to get Brandon Saad. Top 6 power play PK. We have to try to get Brandon Saad from St. Louis in this draft. I think that's what we got to do. Second overall pick will be the defenseman Henry Davis. All right, so he gets demoted. Was supposed to be the unanimous. That's the word, unanimous number 1 overall pick. But he got jumped by a player who just had a bunch of points instead. So he goes at number 2. I think the Ducks got the better 2 of the prospects, the better end of the prospect deal between number 1 and number 2. I think the Ducks are going to be laughing at the Kings right there. The St. Louis Blues, I think Brandon Saad, he's the guy. I think he's the guy. All right, just be sure, look around, finish, do our due diligence. Max Domi, I mean, we'd basically just be trading away for his rights. Bottom 6 in PK, Chandler Stephenson. A lot of trade value. Dylan Carlson, Tyson Barrie. He's an offensive defenseman, but he puts up points. And he's a plus player. Tyson Barrie. All right, so Tyson Barrie of the Knights and Brandon Saad of the St. Louis Blues. I think they're going to be our targets. So Brandon Saad, get your ass out here, boy. Not a lot of trade value, though. I bet you it's a little bit more than that. What do they want for him? Jones, Killington, Jekko, Nikita Sidorov. I don't want to give you really any of them. Could get rid of Killington, Oliver. I mean, he didn't really do anything wrong in this season. He tied his career high in points with us with 31. Plus 16, and then in the playoffs he was a plus 7, put up 4 points, so he was kind of dead in the playoffs. Goaltending. We'll give you Morozov. And our second rounder next year. Damn, not gonna work. All right. Got 3 seconds next year. I'll give you our third this year. All right, third number overall pick in. Philadelphia Flyers are going to take Center Roger McQueen. More superstar abilities than both the number 1 and number 2 overall pick. He has more points, I think, than Duke Coogan, too. Yeah, he does. So Roger McQueen, why did he fall? Oh, he fell because he was in the WHL. Put up 115 points as an 18-year-old, 87 points as a 17-year-old in the WHL. Man, this is a stacked fucking draft. This is a stacked motherfucking draft. Alright. Would you have any interest in our first round pick this year? No. No interest in our first round pick this year. I'll give you a Maple Leaf second next year for Brandon Saad. Where is he? Toronto Maple Leaf second for Brandon Saad. Insufficient. Morozov. No. So for a second and a sixth. Just a touch off. So a Toronto's second and our sixth was just a tad off. So we'll give you a second and our fifth for Brandon Saad. And could you retain some of his salary for us? So now we're not close. Eat 15% of his salary. 10. Damn. Alright, don't eat any of his salary. Still rejected. So we're still just a touch off. We'll give you our fourth rounder next year then. Alright, so a second and a fourth. Now let's see if we can get them to eat some of his salary, like half. 25%. Nope. 15. 5. Nope. Second and fourth for Saad. There we go. So we are trading away a second and a fourth round pick for left winger Brandon Saad. Welcome back for the third time in your career to the Chicago Blackhawks. He's now our best winger on the team. Coming off a season where he put up 48 points with the St. Louis Blues. He's actually had his best part of his career away from Chicago, and we're bringing him right on back. I mean, he has won some Stanley Cups with us, so we're kind of bringing back the good old days, I guess. One last hurrah. Fourth overall pick from the Seattle Kraken will be Michael Misa. 67 points, 49 goals, 44 assists for 93 points with Saga. With the is that the dog? I think that's the one with the OHL team with the dog. So he gets taken number 4 to the Seattle Kraken. Pick number 5, the Detroit Red Wings. We'll acquire Jordan Gavin or draft Jordan Gavin. 71 games played, 120 points there in the WHL. Again, seems to have 5 superstar abilities. This top of the draft is stacked, dude. Pick number 6 will be left defenseman Jakub Nikulin. He is from Russia. The first Russian player has been taken. 9 points in 52 games played, and it was a +10. 7th overall, the Dallas Stars will take Maddox Wallace. He is a winger. 46 games played. Had 9 goals, 17 assists for 26 points with a +5. He's from the National League over, I think that's in like Central Europe. So I think that's a B league as well. B strength league. I might be wrong. He might be an A league, A-. The 8th overall pick, the New York Islanders draft center Ernesto Raffaello. He might have an X factor. We got 2 bars scouted for an X factor of make it snappy. I mean, he's got exceptional power and accuracy on snap shots. 48 games played, 7 goals, 11 assists for 18 points in 9 games played. Again, coming out of that National League. So back-to-back Euros getting drafted. Pick number 9, Canadians. They're next. The Carolina Hurricanes will take center Adam Bennick. Is that the 3rd center in a row? No, just 3rd offensive player. Back-to-back centers being taken. 5'7". The last guy was 5'8". Yeah, here's a couple of small fries. Wow, 5'11". Oh wait, 5'11". What happened to 5'7"? I thought he said 5'7". Oh, that was the Carolina Hurricanes guy. 5'7". Yeah. 158 pounds. Oh, this dude's gonna get bullied. This dude's from the Extraliga. 49 games played, 4 goals, 5 assists for 9 points, +3, an improvement from his 17-year-old season. But damn, he needs to put on some weight, maybe grow a little bit too. 10th overall pick will be Malcolm Spence. He is a 6'2" left winger of 18 years of age. He is from the OHL, 27 goals, 39 assists for 66 points, and a +6. So again, he improved from 17 to 18 years of age as well. That's going to be it for the remainder of us watching the first round, or me making announcements. Now I'm just going to go pick by pick until we get to our pick at 21. Any trades happening around the league? No, the only trade that's happened so far has been us. No team has moved back yet. St. Louis Blues taking a right winger. We're getting close to Dangle, pick number 18. And here we go. This is where Dangle's supposed to go, to the Montreal Canadiens. And he does. So they wind up taking Gabriel Dangle, the Montreal Canadiens. Congratulations to them. So they got the 6-foot grinder. Korzenov. All right, so what do we got around us? Top 6. Zach Eichel is supposed to be our dude. That's what our scout's suggesting we take. 4 years from now, he'll be like Joe Thornton. All right. I got no idea who I want to take. These guys are more NHL ready, supposedly. This dude's like him. Oh, fuck. What is our coach again? He likes behind the net. He likes behind the net the most. So are any of these guys like behind the net? 6'4", 6'2", 6'2", 6'1", 6'5", defenseman. Don't know nothing about him though. Balance pinch. I mean, this dude would fit on our first offensive line, 6'4", but he's supposed to be. We have him scouting as like a medium top 6. These two seem to be the best. Pick number 28 and 29. I think I'm going to move back from this pick. So I'm going to call timeout to get us some extra time. And I think we're going to move back from pick number 21 if anyone will take it. Philadelphia Flyers are the only team. They're offering us a 2nd rounder next year and a 3rd rounder this year. All right, look, we'll negotiate with you, but I'm not doing that. You're ripping us off. So give us, oh, they only have a 3rd next year. We'll take a 2nd and 2 thirds. Just a bit low. Okay, so we're just a bit low to get a 2nd and 2 thirds for this pick. So we'll move up a 6th. We'll move from the 6th to 2nd round next year. So 2nd and a 3rd next year, and a 3rd rounder this year. Pick number 65. Be at the top of the 3rd. Do they have any players we want? I mean, Joel Fabry might work. 25 years of age. I think we're going to try to grab Joel Fabry. And then we'll have to give him a player. Don't want to give him Pressburg. Karia. Give him Kaharia for Fabry. Get rid of the 3rd. So a 2nd, a 3rd, and Fabry for a 1st and Kaharia. No, not going to work. Just a bit low. Just a bit low. Okay. Maybe we don't take a 3rd this year. But we take... Because we'd have 3 third-round picks. Give us a 2nd this year. And a Dallas Stars 3rd next year. And we'll take a 4th this year. A 4th and a 7th. Take Vancouver's 2nd and 7th. Just a bit off. I might as well do that. Get rid of you. Too far. Give us both your 7ths this year. Insufficient. Too far off. And this was just a bit low. Yeah, that was just a bit low. So we'll go a 5th. So we're moving from a 5th to a 2nd. 5th to a 2nd next year. A 1st to a 3rd. And improving from Kaharia to Fabry. Can we get those 7ths? Too far off. Too far off. Insufficient. There it is. All right, so they're just going to go for that. So we move from a 5th to a 5th to a 2nd next year. And then we move from a 1st to a 3rd this year. And we also acquire winger Joel Fabry from the Philadelphia Flyers. So they're getting another 1st-round pick this year. This will be their 2nd. They had the number 3, and now they're about to have the number 21 overall pick. They're going to take defenseman Emil Grillinger. Don't know any idea how to pronounce that name. They got another 2nd here? No, they don't. Okay, so they don't have another 2nd. Let's see, they might trade up again. But, I mean, they did just get rid of their only asset in Joel Fabry, who might not even work on our fucking team. Sweat. Eichel. Ozen. Schmidt. Niemi. Vancouver gets Dean. And now it's our pick. Can find a trade. Just see what teams are willing to offer. I'm not going to edit anything unless I see something. Yeah, nothing. No trade coming through. So pick number 31. Defensive defenseman Evan Carney. Zdeno Chara-like. Balance for Matthew Sheffer. For the 17-year-old from the Extra Liga. 6'1", 6'3", 6'4", 6'4", 6'4". Bunch of 6'4" guys. He's not really a big plus-minus guy, though. PCB, C, B minus B. No weaknesses. No weaknesses. Shot utilization. So left winger. I think I'm going to take Matthew Schaefer. Or Schaefer. I mean, he's 100. This guy's 212. Size, strength, balance, shutdown ability, heavy slap shot mobility. Potentially 2 years. Zdeno Chara, definitely 4 years. He's a cycle balance, which wouldn't fit our scheme. This dude seems to be a balance. I'm going to take Matthew Schaefer. He can play either side of the ice. We might miss out there, but got to do what I'm going to do. View draft activity. So we've had a few trades here in the second round, just not the first round. Columbus trades their first round pick this year, number 14, to St. Louis for pick number 15 and a 4th. Islanders acquire Carrier in a 3rd. Arizona acquires a 2nd. Minnesota acquires a 3rd, a 4th, and Tanner Pearson. Vegas gets a 2nd. Minnesota acquires 2 4ths. Arizona gets a 2nd. Tampa Bay acquires Jalen Chatfield and a 5th. Arizona gets a 2nd overall pick. Arizona gets a 4th and a 5th for a 2nd this year. So Arizona trading all over the place too. So first pick in the 3rd round. Pick number 82. What pick are we on? 60. Got a low top 6 sniper here. Max size, 3 years. Behind the net, which is what our guy likes. We're going to take a shot at left winger Trent Rivera. Yeah, we're going to take a shot left winger Trent Rivera. Welcome to the team. Send to pick number 80. We're now going to draft the goaltender if he's still here. He is not. He got sent to Winnipeg. Fuck. All right, no problem. No problemo. Let's see what we got to work with. Potentially a lot of elite players. 6 foot, 6'3", 6'3" right winger. We need probably the right winger. Don't know anything, not even stats for this dude. A minus shooting, CCC, BCCC. There's some couple D's. So I really think we're going to pick between these two. The right winger and the left defenseman. Cycle pinch doesn't work for us, so now you're out. That's going to leave you right winger Eno Sepanainen from the Liga. So now up to pick number 39 or 95. Got a bust here. Right defenseman Nick McNabb. Don't know nothing about him. Man, we got nothing to report on these guys. Nothing to report on these guys. All right. Any takers for this pick? 2 7ths, 7th and a 7th next year, 2 7ths. I don't want to trade them away for 7ths. Not trading away third round pick for 2 7ths. Moran leadership. Left winger Jeff Moran from the USA. Fuck it. Left winger Jeff Moran, welcome to the team. Go into the 4th round. All right, we got a bottom 6 prospect. Needs to work on his character. Not something I like to see in a player. 3-year cycle pinch. No weaknesses. A lot of these guys don't have weaknesses. Fuck it. Bruno Jalesti from the QMJHL. We'll take him. Another defenseman. Back-to-back picks. Now we'll take one of these big boys right here. B's, flat C's. 4 years, left winger, Jeremy Martin. And that will be it for the NHL draft. That will be it for the NHL draft. Not bad. Not bad. What trades happened after that 2nd round? Not many other trades. Carolina acquired a 3rd in Dyson Mayo from Vegas for a 3rd. Minnesota acquired a 4th in Warren Fogle from Arizona for a 4th. So Arizona made 5 different trades today, while we made more of the blockbuster ones, acquiring 2-star wingers that hopefully will help push our team over the next edge. So coaches with expiring contracts. So all of our coaches pretty much have expiring contracts. I guess I chose a good year to try to get new coaching staff. So I'm going to go do this, and then I'll come on back. right, so these are the coaching changes I have made. We have promoted Antonovich up to our NHL goalie coach, but because of that, Derek Noonan now has low chemistry with him. Instead of Isaac Summers, Isaac Summers still has low chemistry with Derek Newton, so they're still kind of butting heads, but I think it's good. I think it's a good little healthy rivalry. It pushes Summers, it pushes Noonan, and they find out new ways to do it. I think it's just because Noonan eventually does want to be an NHL head coach, and he's getting kind of up there in age. I think, trying to be the older guy to the head coach right now, Isaac Summer, he's trying to be like, yo, back in my day, but Summer's like, yo, we grew up in the same age, all right? So I think, like I said, it's just some butting heads there. I don't think it's anything unhealthy. Antonovich, reason I promoted him, he's a better teacher. He's an A+ to an A- teacher. He's got better offense, better defense, and better penalty kill than him, and his coaching influence is better. Just Jakub Antonovich is just a better goalie coach all around, and I don't want him being wasted down the AHL. I'd rather him be working with Spencer Knight as we try to push that motherfucker to get up into franchise potential. We offered Isaac Summers. It was 5 years at $4.375 million dollars, and then we gave Noonan $1 million for 4 years. So those are the contracts we gave them. Scouting staff, we fired a shit ton. If they had a C minus or below, we fired them. And then we had a few guys who were just expiring contracts. Their overalls were C. Just got rid of them. We still have our best scouts right here in B minus and B, but we're looking to improve. We want to improve our coaching staff. We want to improve our scouting system. I was close to not re-signing Isaac Summers. The biggest reason I gave Isaac Summers another chance was 65.9% win rate, like for the points. He wins pretty much 2 games for every one. He's made us to the Western Conference Finals and the Stanley Cup Finals. I was thinking about replacing him because he's not a perfect scheme fit for Connor Bedard on that first line. And honestly, that's what you need out of someone like you're from a franchise player. You need someone who's going to be matching Connor Bedard. So I am going to be looking for free agents or for head coaches this offseason that are going to be working with are going to be good matches for Connor Bedard, and that's how we're going to be trying to fill up the remainder of our roles: the associate coach, head coach, associates coach, assistant coach, goalie coach for the AHL team. I mean, the AHL squad needs a whole new fucking coaching staff right now. We're not going to extend anyone there. Andreas Athanasiou, we extended to a cheaper deal as well. Rockford head coach. Yep, we fired our AHL head coach. So I'm just going to show you guys real quick. We did offer an extension to Athanasiou. I actually offered an extension to a few different players. But Andreas Athanasiou signed an extension, 3 years at $2.3 million. That was a little less than half of what he was making last season. So he signs in a 3-year extension for cheaper. So he is a team player. Team player. Thank you. Thank you very much. So Athanasiou back on the roster. Now we got to re-sign our own motherfuckers here. So let's see. Go to goaltenders first. Marc-Andre Fleury. He was making, I think, $4.5 million last year. He wants a 2-year, $3 million contract or a 1-year, $3 million contract. We'll come back to you because we do have Soderblom. Like, Soderblom has a minor league deal. Like, that's cheap. We could have him back up Spencer Knight. Knight gets most of the games. That could work out. Silverthorne's not going to be AHL ready. Morozov. Still an other goalie. 1 more year in Russia should be fine for him. Jackson Stauber. We're going to give you a 2-year, $0.85 million contract. Yeah, 2-year, $2.85 million contract. You go the same deal. We might want to just let you hit free agency, Adam Scheel. All right, we're going to release Scheel. We're going to release Scheel. If we're going to sign him, he'll be in the actual free agency market. Defensively, Christopher Tanev. He wants to come back. He's now got top 6 potential. Still supposed to be a top 4 defenseman. He might digress this offseason. He was at 4.3. He wants a payday. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. We're not going to pay Christopher Tanev that much. We're going to release Christopher Tanev. Nikita Sidorov does not want to re-sign with our team. He was at 3.25. He wants a little bit of a pay bump. Just a little bit. Tyler Myers also doesn't want to re-sign with our team. 1.75. He wants a pay bump. Mark Stahl wants to re-sign, but I really don't, unless you want to sign for like less than $1 million. So Mark Stahl, release you. Jack, we're gonna release you. Philip Roos. Sure, 2-year minor league deal. Pressburg is at 70 overall, so we're going to sign him to go play in our AHL team from the Swedish Liga. That was our first round pick last year. So Pressburg's going to sign. Janet Pelton, 2023 7th round pick. Sign him to a 3-year deal. Wiseman's not ready. We'll come back to explore your avenues later. Entwistle wants to re-sign. Good. 1 year at 1.5, so we can keep you as a restricted free agent. Joey Anderson, we're going to release you. I think we're going to sign you guys to 1-year deals as well. One-year deal and a 1-year deal. Yep. Get those guys on minor league contracts. Nick Lardis, 3rd round pick back in 2023. He's going to get his entry-level contract now. 19 years of age, 68 overall, medium top 9. See what he can do. Taylor Hall wants an extension. He was making, I think, 4.5 too. He wants 5.5 for 3 years. He was making 6. Never mind. So he wants a little bit of a pay decrease. Maybe. He's back down to a low top. To a top 9 forward. I don't really like that. Maxime Comtois. 2 years at 1-1. Yeah, I would do that. I would do that for Maxime Comtois. So we'll offer him that. 1.1. Ryan Donato. He's been playing good. You want $2 million. We were making $2 million last year. Nick Foligno. Boris Katachuk. Release you. We'll come back. Center. Eric Stahl. One-year contract. Nolan Patrick gets a 1-year contract. Gutman gets a 1-year contract. Rookie Felsman's going to get a 1-year, his rookie deal, 3rd rounder back in 2023. Alex Ferrand, 4th round pick back in 2023. He'll get a contract. Jonathan Taze. He wants $6 million for 1 more season. It's a bottom 6. It's a bottom 6. Isaac Summers wasn't happy to be our head coach, but he accepted. Well, fuck you too. Noonan's going to accept. Welcome back. Reese accepts. Entwistle. Good. Everybody's coming back. Rookies are re-signing. Perfect. So that's pretty much our minor league squad. Now we just got the big boy contracts. $27 million to work with. 27 million. To sign you goofs. Alright. Taze is a goal scoring machine. Nikita Sidorov played really good. Donato's really good. I think we can move on from Nick Foligno. He can hit free agency. Ryan Donato for $2 million. 3 years at $2 million for Ryan Donato. 3 years, $2 million. That's what we're going to offer him. Tyler Myers. 1 year, $2 million. Yeah, 1 year, $2 million. Nikita Sidorov doesn't want to re-sign, but 1 year at $3 million for Nikita Sidorov. Martin Missick, second rounder in 2023, didn't sign him. My bad there, buddy. My bad there. I'll offer you a contract. And Taylor Hall. I mean, we're getting him for cheaper. 2 years, $5 million. 2 years at $5 million. See if that works. And then we still got Fleury. We got to re-sign too. Nikita Sidorov re-signed. Taylor Hall wants more money. Donato's not happy. Tyler Myers reject. Missick's going to accept, though. So they don't want to take a pay cut. So Nikita Sidorov, who didn't want an extension, re-signs with us. But those guys don't. Okay. Well, in that case, Marc-Andre Fleury. We'll give you 1 year, $2.75 million contract. Try to get you backing up Spencer Knight again. Tyler Myers does not want an extension. Jonathan Toews. 1 year at 5.5. Taylor Hall. 1 year at 5.4. Three years at 2.25. Tyler Myers. 1 year at 2.2. See if that works. Hall wants more money. Donato's not happy here. Marc-Andre Fleury wanted more playtime. Myers is rejecting. And Toews rejected. Wow. No one wants to re-sign with us. They all want contract extensions, just not with us because we're not a team where they think they're going to play a lot. All right, guys, so I have gone through and sent some contracts out for scouts, management, well, not management, scouts, coaching, and for the players. We'll start off with our coaching staff, actually, since they'll probably be the most important roles. As you guys know, we only have the head coach, Isaac Summers, Noonan, and then the goalie recently promoted from AHL goalie coach to NHL goalie coach, Antonovich. The coaches I decided to go after 49-year-old Gavin Hinidi. He has A+ teaching, A+ coaching influence, so I like that. He's 49, making him one of the younger coaches. I think he is just a year older than our NHL head coach at the moment. We're offering him 4 years at $1 million, but he fits with Korchinski and Bedard much better than Isaac Summers does. So if Summers starts to shit the bed, or we just have really bad line chemistry for whatever reason, we move on from Summers. Hindy gets promoted to that NHL head coach role. So that is going to be our NHL associates coach. For head coach and kind of for the minor league team, I wanted to go with as young as possible. Unfortunately, for the head coaching position, we couldn't go too young. It was either 45, which then we'd be dealing with a C+ coach, or we keep a C coach, or we go a little bit older, get a B- and try to grow our guy behind him with an assistant or associates coach, and that's what I decided to go with. So we're going with B-, Matej Kublik. as our AHL head coach. Doesn't really show the chemistry right now. We're trying to building the coaching staff in our AHL roster. A for the power play, B minus penalty kill, and an A minus for teaching. AHL associate coach, we are going with 55-year-old Roman Nemec. Just a B teacher, B minus penalty kill, B minus influence. Again, not really sure what we're going to do with the chemistry. We'll find out, though, once this team's being put together. And lastly, where's our boy, the assistant coach? There he is. The youngin', 47-year-old Damian Mitchell. B teaching, D, D, C minus, D, and D. I would have gone for more teaching, but all the high teaching is goalie coaches, so we're not going to be going there. We did offer a contract to a goalie coach, D overall, Carol Savoboda. Yikes. A plus teaching, pretty much D everywhere else. 20% scheme fit, though, for our AHL team. So technically, he's the most scheme fit friendly coach we would have if he wound up accepting. Scouts, moving on to scouts, we are trying to attack the best overall scouts available. We've offered a contract to every scout with A minus. We also offered to a B NHL coach, another B NHL coach. Yeah, and then basically a bunch of Bs. AHL, NHL, USA. Is that all? I think that's all. We will be offering further contracts once they get accepted. We just want to be able to see what we're working with and kind of move the scouts appropriately so we're not overhiring for one spot on accident. Going to our free agency, I've actually found it quite tough because we're mainly just trying to sign players for our like fourth and third line, and I found it harder to pick between players than usual. Doesn't mean we're not trying to improve anywhere else. We basically need a top four defenseman, potentially a second line center, and then the fourth line. So defensively, I decided to go after the top defensive top defensive player, and Jacob Chichurin, 27 years of age. I offered him, I believe it was 5 years at I think it was exactly what he asked for. No, I think it was 5 years, $6.5 million for Jacob Chichurin. Supposed to fit on the top four pairing and all PK lines. I'm hoping that sits through, and hopefully he has a superstar ability for us. We're also going after our man Tyler Myers. I lowballed the fuck out of him. He's not going to accept this contract, but 6'8", I'd love to have him at least off the bench if he doesn't want to play full time. And then we are again going after veteran Mark Stahl, trying to bring him back one more year. He'll probably finish in the AHL, but top four defensive pairing, power play, and PK. That's a good dude to just ride out on the bench and then fill him in when injuries happen. That he pretty much covers everything defensively except that bottom line. Offensively, we needed a second line center. So I was trying again to go after Jonathan Toews, offered him 1 year at $6.5 million. Hopefully he accepts, but I think he's going to not accept it, and we're going to have to just whittle him away, kind of similar to what we were dealing with last year with Taylor Radish. Taylor Radish basically went all fucking off season, and then we got him for a really good and cheap deal. We are going after the New York Rangers winger that was scoring quite a few goals this offseason. He hit double digits in the postseason. Jacob Vrana, all right, 56 points in 82 games played, 11 goals in 20 games played. Yeah, so he is a Stanley Cup champion. Trying to get him onto our squad. He would fit on our fourth line, which, again, is what I said I was trying to build. So a nice sniper for that fourth line who's going to have plenty of goal-scoring abilities. And maybe, just maybe, he actually gets promoted from that fourth line up to, like, the second line from time to time, depending on how his scheme works with our head coach. We're going after power forward / grinder, Jordan Greenway, 6'6", on that fourth line, hoping to get a little bit more size and grit on our team. I'm hoping that's all we were missing. Greenway's not that slow either. Yeah, 86. He's kind of slow. 84, 86, but 6'6". He's going to be plenty physical, and he's going to be protecting those veterans for sure. We're going after center Eric Stahl, mainly because I'm trying to sign his brother Mark Stahl. This dude would just be riding the bench all season, being extra for us. We're also going after 2 prospects in Dmitry Voronkov. He was a 4th rounder by the Columbus Blue Jackets in 2019. And then I'm also going after Daniel Torgerson from the Winnipeg Jets, 2nd rounder in 2020. Both of them 24, 23 years of age with low top 6 and medium top 6 potential. Probably going to spend a year down in the minors this season. So just a minor league move there. Goaltending-wise, we are not going after Marc-Andre Fleury, but instead are going after UPL from the Buffalo Sabres. We're going to have UPL be our backup goaltender for the next 5 seasons. That's right. I didn't give this dude a 1-year contract. I gave him a 5-year contract at $2 million a season. So I'm hoping UPL signs because that would pretty much solve our goaltending issue. And we'd have a good backup for cheap. Pressburg a 2nd, Silverthorne and Morozov are no, not happening. Toronto Maple Leafs. Okay, so we got 1 scout, 2 scout, 3 scout. We don't get the AHL head coach. He's gonna reject. We don't get the AHL goalie coach. Damn, we don't get the AHL head coach or goalie coach. We'll go back to him. Glenn Bowie accepts our offer. There's another scout. Good. Get our scouts out here. Okay, associates coach went with another team. And Mitchell is going to go to another team as well, it seems. So nobody wants to sign with us, huh? Nobody wants to sign with us. That's fine. NHL associates coach. So I can't relocate them quite yet, but that's fine. It's fine. I guess that's fine. Yeah, that sucks. Can't relocate them. Ooh, well. Oh, well, just keep them moving. Keep them moving. We're scout signed. UPL extremely happy to accept our offer. Greenway wants more money. AHL player Mark Stahl doesn't think our team's going the direction he wants. Jacob Vrana was happy to accept. Tyler Myers rejects. Torgerson accepts. Stahl rejects. Damn it. All right, so a lot of the vets didn't sign, but we got our goaltender. So Jordan Greenway isn't a fan, huh? All right, we can wait for... We could probably wait a little bit. See what the rest of our team is doing. All right, you're not going to accept. Fan is going to accept. Good. There we go. We're getting some head coaches. I mean, some coaching. Jacob Chicharron's going to the Blue Jacket. I mean, not Blue Jackets. St. Louis Blues. Jonathan Toews wants more money. Yeah, we really lowballed Toews. We really lowballed him. San Jose's trying to get him from us. Capo Caco's here. Interesting. Is there any RFAs that are worth it? Fuck it. We're not going to lose a pick on him. Might as well try. Might as well try. Still need a big name defenseman to play top 4 minutes for me. Not really one here. I mean, we can go with Brandon McNabb, but I don't think he's worth that. I don't think he's an 89 overall either. Friedman. Could go with Jacob Middleton. He'll just fight everybody. Tanev. Right, Brandon McNabb. Fuck it. 1 year, $4 million for Brandon McNabb. And we'll offer Cody Ceci 2 years at 2.5. 2.5. Forwards. Feel like it's important that he stays here. 1 year, $7 million for Jonathan Toews. I feel like I'm going to regret it, but that's fine. TJ Oshie seems to be a pretty good fit. All forward lines, power play, and PK. So we'll try to get TJ Oshie. 1 year, $3.3 million for Oshie. And we'll just start there. We'll start there and move on. Rejected offer. Damn. Sagan's going to accept. Duke Sagan, good. Good. Schaefer for 2/3 decline. Cowan decided to go with another team. A 5th and Lardis for a 4th and a 5th. Nope. Shane Krebs has decided to accept our offer, but now waits for Buffalo. Cody Ceci went to the Florida Panthers. Tyler Oshie accepts, and Brandon McNabb accepts. Anderson decided to go with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Jonathan Toews is back as well. 2 defensemen for Ivan Provorov. I mean, 2 seconds for Ivan Provorov. Didn't you guys just sign him? I'm literally positive that they just signed this dude. Yeah, we're not going to take that deal. Not going to take that deal. How much money we got left? $7 million. $7 million. We waiting for anybody? No, so we're just going for depth now. Pretty much. So we'll go affordable. Alright, I'm gonna give it... I'm gonna give it to the 16th. Peyton Krebs is now on our team. Welcome to the roster, Peyton. Buffalo decided not to match our RFA offer. We'll take it. We will take it. So how many spots do we got left on this roster? We got one. One spot left. Do we take it on a big name guy? Spend the rest of our cap. I think it's gotta be a forward. We're pretty good on centers, I think. We might not be anymore. Bring back Ryan Donato. Let's bring back Ryan Donato. So we'll do 1 year at $2.1 million for Ryan Donato, and that will be our final roster move. 4 some more off. No. That will be our final roster move. Donato rejected. Oh my god. He rejected me. Why did he reject me? I thought we had something. I'm not going for Corey Perry, but fuck, he won Stanley Cup again. Or he won a Stanley Cup. He should have retired. Greenway and Donato. It's a race between you two. Got time. I got space for one of you. Greenway's going to the Devils. All right, it's a race between one of you now. Oh, we got a full roster. Does that... Okay, so we got a full roster. Okay, so that means we got an open spot for a goaltender. That's what that means. Go after Freddie Anderson, James Reiner, Cade, Halak. Dylan Garand. 6'3". Sure. 3-year minor league deal. All right, for the final roster spot, we're going to have like $8 million, $7 million of cap space to work with. That's good for us when it comes to the trade deadline. We're still missing an associates coach. Come on. $1.1 for 4 years. Come to the team. All right, how is our chemistry working? Isaac doesn't like Noonan. Noonan loves Summer, though. Azanovich likes Summer, too. Sagan doesn't like Linther. Mary doesn't like McKinnon. McKinnon doesn't like Sagan. Man, it's like a drama world. Drama. All right, we got AHL. Well, got 4 spots left. We got the Liga and Allsvenskan. We need Russia. Oof, only got 1 Russian scout left. Not very good Russian scout either. Maybe we don't focus on Russia. SHL. Swedish Hockey League. Damn. These guys went fast. NLA. Yeah. I think that's 4. Think that's 4. Oh, now the makeup of our roster is exactly what you're working for, huh? Now that you're getting paid? You son of a bitch. Getting some rejections because we're not giving them the years that they want. Okay. We need the Russian guy. We're just going to fire you next year, probably. Good in the Nordic. Europe. Are you and you? Sure. We'll keep it like that. Keep it like that. Good and good. And good. Boom. You son of a bitch. Going with the fucking Rangers AHL team. You bandwagoning motherfucker. For everything I was gonna give you. Nothing about youngins. We know nothing about these guys. All I know is I don't want to give them 1-year contracts. I'm going to sign Freddie Anderson. One year at $2.5 million. Frederick Anderson. There he is. Frederick Anderson is now on the team. And our AHL and our goaltending is now elite. AHL, NHL, injury prone, doesn't matter. We got motherfuckers here. So let's get to the end of the off season. Can't Fowler. Not trading away Pressburg. All right. So let's just take a quick gander at the trading block around the league. Just see if there's anyone there that's I'm just like, damn. Cam Fowler was an interesting one, but I'm not really big into it. Brock McGinn, no. Pitlick, no. Arizona. Lawson Krause. 6'4", 28 years of age. Puts up points. Krause and Kerfoot from Arizona. Kill Backlund. A lot of money for him. Jordan Stahl. Got rid of your brothers. No. Ooh, Jenner, fourth line. Yeah, everyone here's on the fourth line for me. It's not too bad. So we just basically gotta go really far down the list of overall if we want those fourth liners for sure. Jake DeBrusk. Nope. Could trade for the rights for Capo Caco. First line, right winger, power forward, medium top six. Just won the cup. 53 points in 81 games played. Wants about $2 million. And we could get him for like a second. So let's see. Let's give him Tyler Johnson. Maxime Comtois. Entwistle. Kurashev. +5. Kostelic. third round pick for Kako. 2 7s. Nope. Kako to 7. Nope. For Kako. Damn it. They don't want a fucking second round pick. 3rd and a 6th. Kostelic for Kako. Nope. 3rd and a 4th. Then we get the 7s. How much was the value for Kako? Really not that much. We'll give you our second round pick this year. You give us those 7s. Damn. So it must be Kostelic. Alright, fuck it. We'll give you Maxime Comtois. Young player for a little bit of a young player. So Comtois will go to the Rangers for Kako. I don't think that would go through straight. Give you that 3rd. Give us those 7s. Wow, still no. Okay, our second for Kako, Comtois, and those 7s. No, still no. Wow. So what do they want for Kako? It doesn't seem like they want to sign him. There's no trade for him. Okay, what is their cap situation? Because we might be able to just snag him. New York Rangers are pressed up against the cap. So they will have a little over $1 million. Alright, so we might want to just sign him off a restricted free agency. It's fucking $4 million. 5 years, $4 million. Oh, we're keeping you as a fucking restricted free agent too. So 3.75. They want our second round pick. Alright. Alright. So what is a player that we just don't want? Some old dude who's in the AHL. Nope. Reese Johnson. Anyone want him? Alright, nobody wants him. Boston doesn't have a lot of guys under contract. Give me a 5th for him. A 6th. Alright, give me your 7th. We will pay you our 7th next year. And him for your 7th. There we go. Take him off our roster. Take him off our roster. Alright. And then we gotta pay attention to Kako. Yeah, he's almost there. He's almost to the deal that we want him for. He's going to go into the season as a restricted free agent. Sold just about all of them except our club seats for season tickets. Hell yeah. Capo Caco. $2.45 and 3.7. Is there a difference in the offer? So 1.5 to 2 mil is this year's third. Oh, we could get him for the third. Bet. So I want to offer him 1 year at $2 million then. Year, 2 mil. For Capo Caco. The Rangers shouldn't have space for him. Caco's going to accept, so he gets a 1-year deal at $2 million, kind of like a prove-it contract. And we have to give up our third. All right, so we give up our third to the New York Rangers and acquire Capo Caco. So the New York Rangers getting dissolved. We took Vrana from them and Capo Caco. Mike Oxlong, we got a bonus 2K, 200K basically. And our goals for year number 3 is to sell out 39, beat our rivals, the St. Louis Blues, in our first regular season matchup because fuck you, Jacob Chichurin. That's why. They want us to build a new parking lot to increase our parking revenue and upgrade our club seating one more time in the offseason. So all doable goals. I'm now going to go through and edit the line, set the lineup, and then we will go into the next episode. So until next time, guys, I will see you all later. Bye-bye.